Hey guys, it's X. Finding and fixing broken items is really part of video game collecting if you go to that extreme. That's the extreme I go to. So something that I found recently, which was pretty awesome, at Goodwill, I found a $10 PS1. It's in really good shape cosmetically. There's no cracks, there's no flaws, there's no scratches. The back port is missing. I can live with that. It does have this public bathroom yellow, if you will. Something I really don't care about. Is it functional? And I think it can have power. I'm pretty sure it can have power. But can it actually play a PS1 disc? So that's what we're gonna find out here. The other thing that also came along with it, which is super, super awesome, is a Ps1 controller. So you have your wires, your AV cord, your power cord, not hard to get, have those. But the controller is so sticky, the buttons mash down and barely come up. We're gonna have to fix this and see if it can be fixed. So with a $10 purchase of a PS1 and some 1995 nostalgia and a screwdriver, let's get to work and let's make this work. All right guys, here it is, nice and simple, the PS1 that you guys are seeing right here. Power button looks like it presses, reset looks like it comes back. That's what I always check for these things. Do the buttons actually come back at you? Your memory card slot, it's a little crusty. I bet you if I push some more into it like that, there you go. All right, it took a while to get like that, to be open. But this is what you have, big button right here, open button opens, and inside right now, I've just dusted it just a bit before I came to you guys and showed you, but it's pretty clear. The big thing I want to show you is that there is a lens. This is the lens that reads all of your discs, right? All your games and stuff. So every time I get one of these, no matter whether it's working or not, I always clean it. And what you do to clean it is you'll take a Q-tip, you take some isopropyl alcohol, pour it on the Q-tip, which I'll do right now. Inside. Usually you want to get 90%. I don't have 90% on me right now. I have 80. And you'll take the Q-tip and literally around the lens, you're just gonna clean it. It's a small little thing. You can clean electronics with this. And really, you're cleaning the lens. If you feel like you've poured too much on it, flip it like how I just did. And then just clean off any excess that is right there. Trying to be as very delicate as I can. I'll clean it, I'll wipe it one more time. Clean it, and you let it dry. It's pretty much it. Now that we have it just like that, it can close and everything, we need to really, really test it out. The game that I'm gonna be using to test it out is a little Tomb Raider 2. So we're gonna pop it in, and then we're gonna plug it in and see if it works. So put it in, and let's go plug it into an actual TV and see if it works. I have the PS1 right here, nice and nifty, in that beautiful like urinal yellow color that you see right there. But here's something I always do. So I'm gonna plug it in, and if you ever are like a collector and you're testing out consoles or something like that at your workbench, it's great to have one of these. This is a PVM. This PVM is actually better than a CRT, in my opinion. It's way better than a CRT, and it's really what you look for when you're doing retro gaming. It's gonna give you the best and clearest lines that you go for. This is NEC, by the way. This is NEC, the same people that make TurboGrafx, or the PC Engine. Actually, I'm gonna stick it to just TurboGrafx. So let's give this a shot. We put it on. We have light. Do we have life? That's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. So far, it turns on. Now, will it read a disc? Oh. Okay, good. That scared me a bit there. I'm hearing noise coming out of the top, so that means it's spinning. Will it read? Hey, there we go. That's beautiful. That makes me happy. Classic Tomb Raider right there. I'll put it up a little louder for you guys. Zoom in a bit too. It works. Hachi Machi, it works. Turn this down just a bit for you guys. There we go. And now, the second thing to all of this is we really have to see, does the controller actually work? So I'm gonna plug it in. I apologize for my throat. I'm being a little under the weather. We're gonna see. Oh, looks like I can go. I'm gonna zoom it a little bit more out for you guys. Turn this down a bit. It looks like I can go up, down, left, right. So directional pad works. I go to Tomb Raider 2. X works, because I just pressed that. Still loading, this is so cool. It's so nice. Hey, IDOS. Yeah, haven't heard from them in forever. But yeah, so far, everything looks sweet with this console so far. I don't see any issues. The trailer that goes in, I'm gonna skip the trailer. Oh, the square button. Well, it doesn't look like I can do anything here, but the square button is so squishy. I don't know if you can see it. I'm gonna focus here in for you right now. On this, just like that. And if I try to press a button, let's see if I can get a little better for you guys. There you go. If I try to press in on a button, look how long it takes for it to come out. So gross, and it's really the same with there. Watch the X, instantly pop back. Square is like, it's just taking its time. The directional pad feels gross. But the real test, when you need to see, oh.
Welcome back. After that growing business last year, I decided to build this assault course to hone my skills and learn some new ones.
Well, thank you, Laura. All right, so looks like I can move her around left, square to jump, but man, I have to like mash it. Triangle, I don't think triangle does anything. Circle rolls. Oh, it's a pervy old man. I will lock you in the freezer. X, I don't know what X does. I think X would pick up something, but it's hard to press X. L1 seems to work. I could look around. L2, I don't remember what L2 does. I don't remember. Oh, okay. R2 makes you sidestep, so R2 works. R1 makes you walk. Looks like everything works except the jump button is so hard.
For bigger gaps, I'll need to do a running jump. Back to the start.
Yeah, thanks a lot, baby. We'll talk later, Laura. Also, fun fact.
I'll need to do a running jump. Back to the start.
I know, you just told me that. Funnest, to me, this is my favorite version of Lara Croft. But we know the console works. We need to fix this guy now. So we have our Ps1 controller right here. And what we're gonna have to do is you're gonna need a small screwdriver. I usually get like a little like pin or something to put it underneath. This is actually a lid to a pickle, like a pickle jar. We're gonna put all your screws in. We literally have to dismantle this entire thing. So screw by screw. All right, so we're taking this apart. You wanna be pretty gentle with it because there's wiring inside. I'm gonna zoom it in for you guys so you can see this. There's wiring that is inside that you don't wanna really pull apart. But this is the top shell. It's right here. Those are all my screws that are falling out right now. Put your screws right in a little bin right there. More screws that need to pop out. More screws, one right there. All my screws, 2 more screws. I have a lot of screws that need to still come out. This thing has never been open before, I could tell. And you see me doing it off the camera, but I am pushing those out. There is so much. I don't know if you can get this in the camera right here. I'll try and focus it a bit more for you guys. Look at all that disgusting grime that needs to be cleaned away. That's the stuff that's making it sticky. So, going back over here, we're actually going to take this off, and you just want to be very careful. It's not that complex of a controller. That's my favorite thing about PlayStation 1 controllers. They're very, very, very simple. Pulling it out. Watch how the wire, I should probably put it over here. Sorry for not showing you guys. You should always look to see how the wire is, so that when you go to put it back, you know the pattern that it goes in, so it can close easier. I'm gonna take it out. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. This comes apart. This is the motherboard. Put it over there for your Ps1 controller, which is really cool. But what's really gonna determine how crappy the buttons are is this part. These are all the, oh my God, this is disgusting. I'm gonna zoom in. Before I take them out, show you how, focus it for you. There you go. And get even more closer on this thing. Boom, you can see all the gunk. Whoops, sorry. You can see all the gunk that is inside. And remember we were saying Circle 1 sucked for sure. And it is just like crusted. Should wear gloves. OCD kicking in. And the triangle, ill. I literally ill. Oh my God. All right. I get grossed out by this stuff, but there it is. There you go. You can see it real good. There's all the junk. All that like crustiness, that's what stops your controller from working functionally. It's never so much that the motherboard's broken, it's just that like this stuff isn't cleaned, and it's never cleaned. So we are going to clean this entire thing. So I'm going to take everything out, and literally the way you clean these things, always watch how your D-pad is put in. Notice how it's an X. Actually, I'm gonna pull it out. X, and then the actual D-pad itself. We'll take these out. Oh man, I can barely, ew dude, it's so gummy. Not in like a good gummy way either. But, take all that out. What we're gonna do is run this through hot water, scrub it with a brush pretty good, and then we're gonna put it back together and you see how it functions. Really nice. But if you really look at the color of all this stuff, it's in good condition, so you're not missing with anything. It's a nice color. It's not discolored, so we're gonna fix this one. So this thing is all put together, and I want to show you something. Watch that square button now, and I'll have focus in on it. We'll zoom in more just so you guys can see it. That square button now, when I press it, instantly it's coming back. Then none of the buttons are sticking anymore. They are absolutely perfect where they're supposed to be. So let's do one last test with this, and then we call it a day. So we are back at Tomb Raider 2. We just finished cleaning the controller. I have it plugged in and tested. Let's check it out. Let's see, our square button should work. Very nice. Triangle. Cool. She pulls out her guns. X. Your start. Yep, it pauses. Yep, I thought it didn't pause for a sec. Select, brings up your inventory, left, right, down, up. Looks like everything's working the way it's supposed to. Circles your roll. L1, you can look around. L2, you can, I think you just walk. I'm sorry, L1, you just walk. It looks like everything works. R2 makes you shimmy. Oh God. There's the line. There you go. Is he dead? That was pretty, oh, no, he's not. Dear God. Okay. So it looks like everything works. L2 lights the flare. And we can call this one done skis. It works. So in total, things that we did, we got a $10 PS1 that works. You got your controller that went along with it. All of this together and a little cleaning up, and you have yourself your PS1 console, guys. Like, that's the beauty of this stuff, man. Whatever you find, or as I was always told, whatever you could take apart, you could always put back together. That's the end, guys. Happy hunting, and keep going forward.